For those of you who don't know, for my FMP I want to create a documentary about my granddad, who passed away at the beginning of summer after a long battle with Parkinson's disease. I want to do this because I want to raise awareness about the illness, and it is something I feel really passionate about. It's been a big part of my life for the past 8 to 9 years. So what actually is Parkinson's disease? When I was first told my granddad had Parkinson's disease, I wasn't too sure of exactly what it was. All I know is that it made people shake. I didn't fully understand how serious it was. Parkinson's disease is a progressive disease. This means that it progressively damages a section of the brain over many years, with the main symptoms being tremors, slow movement, and stiff or inflexible muscles. It is caused by a loss of nerve cells in the section of the brain called the substantia nigra, which produces dopamine, leading to a loss of dopamine in the brain, which in turn affects body movement. This is because dopamine regulates body movement, which is why the symptoms I have mentioned are caused. Unfortunately, these weren't the only symptoms my granddad got. He got vascular Parkinson's as well, which affected his ability to speak, swallow, or make any kind of facial expression. It also affected his memory. This meant that by the time he died, he couldn't eat, drink, walk, or talk, and didn't even know who his family was. The doctors never really knew the exact reason my granddad got Parkinson's disease, as there is no direct cause and so many different possibilities. The only thing we were told is that vascular Parkinson's can be caused by diabetes, which my granddad did have, and that the nickname for what he had was also nicknamed painter's syndrome, and was probably caused by his job as a painter and decorator and the exposure to paint fumes and other chemicals on a daily basis for around the past 40 years. So, how many people in the UK are actually affected by the disease? Because you never really hear much about Parkinson's disease, I always wanted to find out how many people were affected by any form of it in the UK. Well, I was surprised to find out how common it actually is. 1 in 500 people in the UK are affected. That means right now in the UK there are roughly 127,000 people with some form of the disease, and unfortunately there is still no cure, only treatments to help reduce symptoms. I was also interested to find out that the disease is most common in people over the age of 50, and it is more likely to affect men than it is women.